He rolls to his left, looking on the near sideline, thrown, it is intercepted, intercepted by Torbert. Do they call it interception?
They called it an interception.
Yeah, intercepted by Torbert on the near sideline. Torbert's interception ought to end this game.
Crawford Playoff Football is presented by Central National Bank. I'm Tom Nesbitt, joined by Central National Bank's own Brian Fonville, and you're inside the Toe King of Waco halftime show. Crawford Pirates and the Holly Bearcats playing for a spot in the state championship game. It's time for our player interview, sponsored by Central National Bank. Central National Bank is a full-service, locally owned independent bank in Central Texas with locations in Waco, Temple, and Austin. Bank different, bank central. We're pleased to be joined in the interview, and we want to make clear we recorded this interview earlier in the week, but they don't let us pull a player out of the locker room at halftime. But we're joined by Kade Bruce. Hey, Kade, you had a really good game Friday night. You in particular had a really solid game. There was one play in particular I wanted to ask you about where it looked like to us like you nearly bent their quarterback in half, hitting him just as he was throwing the ball. And
yes,
it prevented them from converting, I think, on a pretty big third down play.
LeClue's pump fakes in the right flats. Now he's hit hard. It's incomplete. He was hit as he was throwing the ball by Kade Bruce. It just almost bent him in half, and the ball went rocketing to the turf. But it is a forward pass, an incomplete pass, and another 3 and out for Crawford.
Take us through that play.
Oh, well, I knew it was a pass play because it was third down, and they had to get the first down. And I saw that they were slide protecting, and I didn't get picked up, so I just wanted to go hunt up the quarterback.
Well, the Waco Trib got, I think, a really good picture of that. I hope that's maybe framed in the bedroom or in a future office at some point, because it's a pretty great shot and a great play. Hey, Kade, will you walk us through? We were just talking with Coach Jacobs about that final, defensive stand that you guys did that resulted in the Luke Torbert interception. But they have no timeouts remaining. You have no timeouts remaining. What is it like on the field in those final moments? Is it you guys are prepared for the situation and everybody knows exactly what they're doing, or is there a little bit of kind of organized chaos to it?
I would say there's more organized chaos. I mean, we know we got to stop them. No, we can't let them get in the end zone and tie it. So it's just, and like Luke Torbert said, they know that they had to throw an out route and get out of bounds because of the time on the clock. And Luke read it perfectly and got the pick. So that was amazing.
We're talking with Crawford senior Kade Bruce. Hey, Kade, that looked to us, now from the safety of the press box, like a very physical game. I mean, you guys were playing so hard, and so were they, and it was a bruising game. Now you have a short week. You've got to turn around and play on a Thursday night. How does that affect your preparation, if at all?
I mean, like I said, we're cut a day short, so I mean, we got to really prepare. We had to really prepare Monday's practice, and then Tuesday's practice today. It's got to be really good. And I cut a day short. Got to be prepared. I mean, so.
What does a Wednesday practice look like when you play on a Thursday night?
Well, we'll combine Tuesday and Wednesday's practice. So I mean, and it'll be a little bit longer just because all the work we got to put in and what we got to prepare for. But I mean, it'll be good. I think it needs to be good.
You've also got a little bit of a longer than usual bus ride on Thursday. Who's the biggest entertainer on the bus, or is it pretty quiet?
Oh, man. I mean, usually I would say Trey Doby. I sit right in front of Trey Doby. He's a big entertainer. But, I mean, after about 10 minutes, everyone's locked in and quiet. So
what does Doby do? What does he do to entertain you guys?
He's always doing some, I don't know, just making jokes and stuff, trying to keep it, light in there. It's fun being with him on the bus.
Brian Fonville asked some guys last year about who does the best Coach Jacobs imitation, and I can't remember who that was. Who is it on this year's team that can imitate Coach? Yeah.
Man, it may be probably Cameron Walker. He does a really good Coach Jacobs impression.
I feel like we missed our chance last week. We needed to know that. It's not uncommon for the guys on the Crawford team to be involved in other sports. Do you play other sports there at Crawford?
Yes, sir. I'm going to play basketball this year. I'm going to throw shot put and then play baseball at the end of the year.
And then what are your plans for after you graduate?
I'm going to head to Tarleton up in Stephenville. And I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do after that. Definitely find a job up there. 100%. And then just see how it goes from there.
We're visiting with Crawford senior Kade Bruce. Our player interview is sponsored by Central National Bank. Hey, Kade, last question. Tell us about, if you don't mind, what the preparation will be like in terms of just the film study and what you've seen from Holly. I'm assuming by now you've seen them on film.
Yes,
what
sir.
can you tell us? I mean, don't give away your game plan here.
I got you.
What
Yes,
are some of
sir.
the what are the keys? What jumps out to you about this team you're going to face tonight?
It's going to be another physical matchup, I think. And we just got to really be solid in the run game and pass game. So I think we're solid this week.
All right. Well,
I know Tom said that was the final question, but I've been dying to know, we get to see this very pristine looking background to Coach Jacobs' office. Is it as organized? We don't get to see what's behind the camera. Well, first of all, is he still standing there or did he go down the hall?
No, sir, he's not.
Okay, so I can ask you anything right now. So is the rest of his office as clean as it seems from what we see, or is there a big pile of mess in the corner that we don't get to see?
Oh no, it's probably my first time being here. It's very organized, very, very organized.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how about his desktop background on his computer? Is that pretty organized too?
Well, I can't see it right now, but I'd have to guess it's very organized. Just
Okay.
guess.
Well, we won't get you in trouble. We won't say anything about this.
Yes, sir.
hey, Kade, thank you so much for talking with us, and best of luck Thursday night in the state semifinals.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
This has been our halftime player interview with Kade Bruce, brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Central National Bank. More of the Toe King of Waco halftime show and the second half kickoff are straight ahead. Crawford Pirates and the Holly Bearcats on Star 104.9 FM.